Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shenanigans Barber Derby Classic number 43. Yeah, we almost got a year of these now. We've been doing this for like 3 years. We almost have a year's worth. Amazing. You know the rules. We got 12 qualifying races. First place from each race advances to the finals. The final race, 12 laps on the figure eight track. To take it all, let's see who we got here for our first race of the day, as always, on the paperclip. Also, we have swapped out a map. We'll get to that in a little bit. We got Jigglypuff Gaming, Chicken Roo, Cameron Tim, Wicked Sid, Paradox Roska, Blizzard Girl, Akira Zalka, Stream 6 Official, Ryan ABU, and Glover Monster. That's it. It's that simple. We're doing this. Here we go. Get your marbles in. Here we go. The counter ticking down. The flag waving. The marbles ready to go. And across the line. The marbles are in. Wicked Sid already taking some damage initially as they already get going here into the paperclip. Here's Ryan on the inside, trying to keep everything under control and going for the early lead. Stream 6 Official goes for the outside for a good line, a good boost with a good stretch of space come through on the outside line, but they've got some marbles chasing out. Amio chases down Wicked Sid. Peridot overtakes Stream 6 on the inside edge. And now we got J-Cliff Gaming and Camera Tim both going forward and dealing some damage with Amio in the mix, all chasing in the top of that peloton. Through the second quarter of the first lap, Ryan still holds the lead, but not by much. Peridot and J-Cliff trying to move through as they take out a competition one marble at a time. Stream 6 Official holding third for now, looking for a way around Peridot as they go through on the left-hand side. It's J-Cliff Gaming back and forth. Kieran fifth, Chicken Roo in sixth place, but Ryan continues to stretch ahead. Now about 70 marble lengths between themselves and second place as they go through the first turn of the second lap. It's Stream 6 Official holding the line. Peridot going through with a lot of speed, and J-Cliff Gaming trailing in fourth, just trying to stay in the mix until they go through, and this is the time for the marbles to make their move. They want to try to overtake Ryan as they go down. Ryan starting to weave and bob, heading for the outside of the second turn. Stream 6 following suit. Peridot holds the inside edge, and here comes J-Cliff Gaming with a good boost of speed coming up high on the Indian side as we come up into the final stretch of the first qualifier of the day. Chicken Roo takes out Peridot, goes for a dismount, but gets a bad line. Ryan coming down to the straightaway, running as fast as they possibly can. J-Cliff Gaming, Stream 6 Official, neck and neck as they go through in second place, but it's all for naught as Ryan clearly takes this one from start to finish. They had the early lead, and they just kept gassing it. They came to play, and they came to win, and when they did, Ryan moves on to the finals. Let's get into the second race on the Boomerang. Ladies and gentlemen, the second qualifier on the Boomerang. It's Blizzard Girl, Grover, Monster, Droska, Chicken Roo, Wicked Sid, Lovers All, Ryan, J-Cliff Gaming, Peridot, and ABO. Ready to go for the qualifiers here. They scramble, crumple, rumple doll. It's going to be 10 marbles across the line to get this race underway. Into the first minor turn. Grover Monster holds the outside line. Lovers All cutting up through the inside and taking an early lead, with Wicked Sin, J-Cliff Gaming, and Peridot trailing not too far behind. Blizzard Girl makes a move with a good boost of speed down the first major straightaway. Amio going to hold third place, exactly number 1,000 in the world as they come around the first major turn of the first lap. It's Blizzard Girl up in front, sporting a watermelon slice and looking good doing it. Love vs. Hall holding second, starting to slow down a little bit there as they seem to have some kind of malfunction. Sparks coming out of the back of the vehicle and they continue to lose speed. Love vs. Hall is going to have to work on their approach if they want to have a higher competitive edge in the future races, because right now it is not working. Blizzard Girl continuing to saunter forward, carrying nothing but a watermelon, but here comes Ryan once again looking. It's got to be something about that pink plasma propulsion that they're using is really putting it all on the track here as they go through the second turn. Coming up around the final stretch of the first lap, Ryan seems to be in the lead once again. ABO back in third place, now trying to gain some ground as J-Cliff Gaming and Peridot close them from behind. Blizzard Girl falling back into second, and Ryan really propelling forward now. I'm not sure what they've got powering that thing as they go through on the first minor turn of the second lap, but Ryan right now is absolutely floored it. Look at the speed, the determination. The cameraman can't even keep up. Ryan is leaving the entire competition in the dust by about 150 marble lengths right now. Wicked Sid, though, is in the qualifying position as they go through into the first major turn of the second lap, holding a good line to the outside. Blizzard Girl in third. It looks like Amio in fourth place now as they come up into the straightaway. Ryan starts to let off just a little bit as they continue to push through. Never mind. Ryan takes off again. Wicked Sid slowing down as they go for the middle. There's a girl going to follow suit along with ABO. But it looks like Wade Sin's going to cut the corner, going to move in on the inside edge. That's going to give them a really good distance between themselves and Blizzard Girl as they go through into the second to last straightaway. Wicked Sin holding strong and steady. How much is distance between them and third as it is between them and Ryan? But Peridot screaming up on the inside line. Look at the speed. Look at the boost from Peridot. The ever classic green plasma trail shooting out the back of Peridot. Is it going to be enough to close the gap on Wicked Sin? Blizzard Girl making a move as well as Wicked starts to drift towards the in-hand side, but the lead's too strong to be overtaken. Wicked Sin holds steady, and they will finish in the qualifying position in second place, but Ryan dominating once again. We're going to have to make sure they're not cheating beyond the standards of the Derby. I know no marble in the history of the Derby has ever actually been accused of cheating because there are no rules, but we have to take a second look at Ryan's marble. Surely something's up, but that will be Wicked Sin advancing to the next round, and we're going to get into the third qualifier of the day. This is the Delta for the third qualifier of the day. It's Chicken Roo, Wicked Sin, Jacliffe Gaming, ABO, Ryan, Blizzard Girl, Droska, Kira Rizal, TZV, Love Rizal, Peridot, and Grover Monster. 12 marbles in it to win it. Right now on the Delta, those three very awkward curves. Let's see how the marbles handle them. The marbles are already across the line as they go through the initial scramble, fighting for position, and the marbles are off into the race. Droska with an early lead, straight shooting it right down the middle. Peridot to the outside, now getting a better grip on that green plasma and really starting to put some thing forward here on the track. It's going to be Jacliffe Gaming in third place as they go around the bend with Wicked Sin, TCV, and Love Us all in close competition. TCV, the returning champion from last week, looking to make a statement and try to be one of the very few marbles that has won this twice, but they have a lot of competition, and right now they are not doing well as almost every single marble has passed them, not even halfway through the first lap. Up in front, though, back to Peridot and Droska. Peridot does definitely have that green trail working for him this time. Look at the speed as they just cruise down on the outhead edge of that turn, really muscling forward as hard as they possibly can. And Droska's having a little trouble keeping up with the pace. It's about 120 marble lengths between Peridot and Droska, but Droska's got a good lead on the rest. But here comes ABO, number 1,000 in the world, and they've got a huge boost of speed. What is going on? Is this some funky trident powers we don't know about coming out of the back of ABO? It is. It's the narwhal with it. No, it's just the narwhal. There is no trident. It's literally just narwhal power pushing this narwhal as fast as it possibly can go. But Peridot's lead seems insurmountable as we continue on the second turn of the second lap. It's Droska around the bend, high on the out-hand side. Wicked Sin coming through in third place with ABO and TCV. TCV, the returning champion, might have a little chance to go for a break here. They found a good line and they've got good speed. They're cutting in down towards the middle of the corner, and TCV's flooring it right as they go through the outside edge. It's TCV breaking late, trying to make something happen as we hit the final stretch. Peridot in first. Droska overtakes on the out-hand side. TCV on the inside, gear from behind. It's going to be a close finish, but Peridot does eke out at the very last second. Droska giving Peridot the shakes. TCV coming out of nowhere, but it will be Peridot advancing to the finals here in the third qualifier as the rest of the marbles struggle to get us across the line. And that's going to do it. Let's go into the fourth track. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth race here on MSLA Raceway. We got A1 Bengal, TCV, Grover Monster, Kira Rizal, Wicked Sin, Stan BZH, Droska, Peridot, Chicken Roo, Jacliffe Gaming, Livers Us All, and Ryan. 12 marbles here on the starting line, ready to go for it. Let's see who's taking home the fourth qualifying position for the finals here today. Let's go. The marbles off and running. It's going to be Stan BZH on the out-hand side. Ryan making a move as well. Peridot and Wicked Sin moving in on the inside edge, trying to find a way to get a good start as Love Roses Hall really trucks down on the out-hand side with that derpy officer marble. Into the square corners we go. Looks like Peridot's got the early lead, but Love Roses Hall with that derpy captain is going through on the out-hand side. The sparks seem to be working their advantage this time as they go into the second box corner. Here comes TZV and Peridot on the in-hand side, but they're going to need to change their line if they want to keep momentum through the turn. Wicked Sin to the outside edge, trying to move up through the ranks one more time, but they're having trouble keeping pace with the leaders. 4 marbles up front. It's Stan BZH, Love versus All, Droska, and TCV going up into the final box corner to get themselves into the long bend, and Stan BZH seems to have the lead as they go through. TCV cutting into the second place position. Droska makes a move on the outside, looking to go through with a good boost of speed, but they're going to need some more to catch the leader, BZH, who is really putting on the pressure. pressure right now in the first lap of the race. Love Rose Us All in the 4th place position, coming up to the outside of the long bend as A1 Bengal and Wicked Sin make a showing in the top 6. But right now, Stan BZH has a comfortable lead as they go through into the hairpin turn. It's going to be Drohuska moving in second with a good old-fashioned blue card leading their way. Love Rose Us All, though, once again with a good boost of speed, is now going to make her move up into 3rd place as they try to get through this straightaway on the hairpin turn, and Paradox going to make a move as well. A1 Bengal, Wicked Sin, all coming up from behind, and there's some damage as there's a collision between A1 Bengal and Love Rose Us All, and A1 Bengal does not look good. The officer baton really putting in some thwaps as A1 Bengal is learning the hard way, but Stan BZH continues to push in the 1st place position as we go up into the 2nd lap, and this is definitely going to get interesting as the other marbles start to catch up. Drohuska puts on the nitros. Love Rose Us All swirling away as hard as they possibly can, and Paradox Green Plasma, even though they've already qualified, is going to be pushing 4th place with Ryan in the mix as well. The 3 marbles up front, all looking to qualify here on this race. Love Rose Us All, Drohuska, and Stan BZH neck and neck as they go through the 1st quarter of the box quarters, and they're coming up into the 2nd race now, and it looks like pretty good line for all 3 of them. Love Rose Us All is in the lead by an inch, but Stan BZH finds a good boost of speed, and there's some battling, some punching, some kicking, and some thrashing between the 2 of them, and they struggle to push through into the 3rd quarter, and now we're into the final 4th quarter of the box quarters here, and it looks like Love Rose Us All is taking the lead as they go off the bouncing on the inside edge. Stan BZH holds second. Drohuska falling back, needs to swap out another nitros canister to get their marble forward, but right now Ryan and Paradox are coming up from behind just to mix things up. It looks like Love Rose Us All is really putting on the screws here as they go through into the long bend, but Ryan once again with that unregistered pink plasma rocket propulsion is once again shouting out through the center, going as fast as humanly possible to try to retake 1st place for the 3rd time today. Love Rose Us All still in the lead, but Stan BZH hasn't given up yet. I believe that is the geometric defense trail. Yes, it is. Stan BZH going through. They've overtaken with a good move on the inside of the hairpin corner, but here comes Ryan up from behind with a big boost of speed from that pink plasma trail. Love Rose Us All to the outside, trying to get a little bit more speed to close the gap, but Stan's moves seem to be working for him. Ryan pushing through with a little bit more speed, and here he comes down the final stretch. Ryan's gonna do it again. He's pushing through with utmost speed. Stan backs out of the way. Ryan over the outside and over and up into the straight center. And it is going to be Ryan by a nose as he crosses the line. Stan BZH in the qualifying position to take it for the 4th qualifier here today. Ryan has won 3 of the 4 qualifying races today. Not sure what has gotten into them, but it's definitely something to do with that pink plasma trail coming out of the back of that barb. Let's go into the 5th qualifier to see if someone else has a chance to win. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for a race to substitute the Grove or the Glade, whatever it is. It's not good. It's too long and nothing happens on it. So here we are on Emerald Downs, a hopeful replacement for the Glade. On the track, we got Wicked Sin, Gyro Zalka, Chicken Roo, Jacliff Gaming, also the first, Stan BZH, Drohuska, Dr. Hunter, Love Rose Us All, TCB, Paradox, Grover Monster, Ryan, and A1 Bagel. Let's see who is going to take it here on the Emerald Downs. The marbles off and ready to go. Peridot takes the early lead as they go for the inside line. A1 Bengal with that old-fashioned Jeep moving up into 2nd place. TCV on the outside in 3rd, and looks like Dr. Hunter and Love Rose Us All are going to be tied for 4th place. Never mind. Love Rose Us All, one quick swirl of that baton, and Dr. Hunter didn't even know what hit him. Completely erased from history, never to be heard from ever again. Chickaroo takes out Jacliff. Love Rose Us All takes out A1 Bengal. Some good damage being dealt on the first corners here. Grover Monster takes out another. Love Rose Us All takes out. Love Rose Us All is on a killing rampage. You'd think they were from the Americas with that kind of police brutality, but they continue to push through in the 2nd place position as they go down into that 2nd line. It's going to be Elson the first, holding 3rd for now as they go around the corner with Peridot still holding the lead. Grover Monster and Kira moving through in 2nd and 3rd place, trying to overtake Love Rose Us All, but dodging the baton at the same time. And now Elson the first holding 2nd, continuing through to the final straightaway of the 1st lap. Will be putting the pressure on Peridot, but right now it's going to be Peridot still holding the lead even though they've already qualified. Love Rose Us All in 3rd place, holding right now Grover Monster in 4th, Kieran 5th, Wicked Sin in 6th, and Ryan in 7th. The only 7 marbles remaining, half the marbles eliminated on the 1st lap alone as they go down into this 1st quarter of the 2nd lap. And it's going to be Peridot still holding, but looks like Elson the first give it a little bit of a push. Kira Zalka, who we saw devouring souls previously, has decided to go for the shopping cart this time. So we'll see what kind of shenanigans they get up to with that thing. Elson the first takes out Peridot, not going to let them take another win. Love Rose Us All in in second place, giving chase to Elsa the First with Kira in third, trying to represent the mods. Elsa the First with their demonic powers, propelling them forward as always, is in pretty good position as they cut down towards the inside edge to prepare for the final bend. Loses all to the outside in second. Looks like Kira's holding third with a pretty good line. Wicked Sin in fourth with a good boost of speed, but here comes Elsa the First. Oh my goodness, what happened? Elsa the First stumbled a little bit. I think they might have sprained their ankle. They're hopping on one foot. They're struggling to keep the pace out, and they've hit the white outside rail pretty hard. And Elsa the First needs to keep up that hopping if they want to hold on to the first place position with Lovesaw Kira chasing behind it. Elsa the First will manage to make it happen as they finish the line and take the qualifying position for the finals. Let's get into the sixth race on the Marble. Excite Marble. Excite Marble. It's not Excite Bike. It's not Marble Bike. It's Excite Marble. Here we are for the sixth qualifier of the day. It's Excite Marble. And here you got Chicken Roo, Grover, Monster, Peridot, Ryan, Heaven Sent making a showing. Jake Gaming, Kiro, Zalka, Blizzard Girl, God Showtime also making a showing. Stabby ZH, TZV, Wicked Sin, A1, Bagel, Druska, and Elsa the First. All at the starting line, ready to give it their all here on the very quick and very exciting Excite Marble. You gotta avoid the bounces and you gotta get good lines through those bends. Here we go. The Marble's already through the first turn and lots of marbles taking damage. 4 down as we go through. Loves Us All is gonna take that early lead as they go through into the second half of the first lap. Is Ryan Jacob Gaming making a move up for that first place position, but Elsa the First and Druska bouncing around representing the mods as they go through. But looks like Elsa's turned on Druska and taking him out for some reason. Kira Zalka on the outside side, but look at Ryan with a good cut in towards the outside edge as they go through into the last half of the second lap. It's Loves Us All and Druska. It looks like it's going to be Kira, and it looks like Ryan on the outside trying to get through as they go into the final quarter, and it's going to be a close finish, and Ryan drops down with a perfect dismount, straight shot forward. Once again, Ryan takes their 4th victory of the day. Oh my goodness, no mercy to the rest of the competitors. Kira Razalka will be the qualifying marble. But once again, Ryan trouncing the competition with that Blink Plasma Trail. How do they do it, ladies and gentlemen? I guess we'll find out at the end. Let's get into the 7th qualifier. Here we are on Marble Canyon for the 7th qualifier of the day. Is Blizzard Girl, Peridot TCV, A1 Bagel, Chicken Roo, Ryan Wicked Sin, Kira Zaga, Druska, Jacob Gaming, God Showtime, Bloops Roll, Heaven Sent, Stab BZH, and Elsa the First. All in it to win it. Here we go! The marbles across the line in the initial scramble. Let's see who's going to take the lead as I go through the first turn. Sorry, my computer's losing frames. Apparently, it really hates the fact that all of this grass and trees are moving independently. And it's really bogging down the FPS. Here we go. A1 Bagel making their move to the outhand side. Jake Gaming in second with TZV, and Peridot makes a move as well. Here comes Druska making that outside edge, and on Showtime making a showing here in 5th place as TZV gets eliminated. The Marble's really out to take out the returning champion. TZV is going to have their work cut out for them if they want to qualify before the end of all this. But here they go down through into the second half of the first lap. It's Jake Gaming and A1 Bengal trying as hard as they can to keep the lead. Peridot moving through with a good line into second now with Druska giving chase in 4th. God Showtime and Kirozalka right in the mix as well. Love Was Us All still swirling that baton, chasing down the rest of the marbles, but can't quite keep up as they continue to go up and down the side of the canyon. And A1 Bengal has really taken a good lead now as they go through into the second lap. It's going to be Peridot holding second. Kirozalka back in third with Druska giving chase as well. And it looks like it could be Druska with a chance to take it here if Kira's going to make it work for him. We could have 3 mods in the finals once again. I think we had that last time, but none of them won. And this could be their chance for revenge. Druska takes out Kira. A little bit of a kickback there. And here comes Peridot and A1 Bengal, continuing to push through as hard as they possibly can through the winding bends and up and down hills of the valley. Here comes God Showtime in 4th place, going very high in the corner, and that's going to cost him some speed. Druska still trying to push through, but A1 Bengal is just absolutely dominating at the moment. 50 marble lengths ahead of Peridot, another 50 ahead of 3rd place. As they go through the second half of the second lap, it looks like A1 Bengal's really taking this one home. They're completely unstoppable, continuing to just ramp on the side of these walls with the utmost speed and determination. It's A1 Bengal through the bend, coming around into the final stretch to get themselves up into the finish, and it looks like they've got it all but secured here as Peridot has no answer, has already qualified, and God Showtime Druskar nowhere to be seen. The helicopter comes in for a shot of the finish, and they dropped something on the track. I'm not sure what that was, but it is going to be A1 Bengal taking the victory with a sound performance. Not even close to the rest of the competition, which is still struggling to finish out the race, with Stan finally finishing out this in 5th place. And that's going to do it for the Marble Canyon. Let's get into the next qualifying race. This is the bracket for the 8th qualifier of the day. On the track, we have Jake Live Gaming, Grover, Monster, Kiro, Zaga, Liversaw, Chicken Roo, Ryan, Droska, Stab, BCH, Blizzard Girl, Wicked Sin, Elsa the First, Heaven Sent, Peridot, TCV, and God Showtime. Across the line, the Marbles go with the initial scramble, looking for early position on this pretty straightforward track. It looks like TCV is going to have that early lead, but Wicked Sin once again chasing from behind, not wanting to let the returning champion have a chance to qualify. Elsid takes out Ryan as we go through the first corner. It looks like TCV is holding the lead, but just by an inch, as Wicked Sin's still right down the back of their neck. Peridot to the inside in third. Looks like Elsid the First holding fourth for now, with Chicken Roo, Karazalko, Loves All, Grover Monster, and Jake Cliff Gaming in the middle of that tight peloton. It looks like Droska and God Showtime are holding back just a little bit for now. Lots more death as we go through the turn. The Marbles starting to even out, with Peridot still right down behind TCV, and Chicken Roo's going to fall back into third. Kirozalka in fourth place, having all qualified, just now holding their position and trying to keep the Marbles at bay. Jake Cliff Gaming takes out Grover Monster. The Marbles continuing to push through as they go up into the straight line edge, and it looks like it's just going to be 7 Marbles left as we go through the second major corner of the first lap, and looks like TCV is really putting the pace out here, with Peridot not having many answers at the moment. Through the turn we go. A little bit of bounce off of the wall. TCV still holds that position. It's Peridot up in second with Chicken Roo in third, and Kirozalka in fourth. Jake Cliff Gaming, Droska, and God Showtime bringing up the rear as we go into the final turnaround corner of this first lap, and it's going to be an interesting one. Droska taking out Jake Cliff Gaming, one of the only mods that is not yet qualified, is really looking to make something happen here with all this elimination, and now there's a chance as another marble falls. Kira takes out Peridot. It could be Kara doing the dirty work for Droska right now up front as they continue to chase down in the second lap. It's Chicken Roo now in first place with TCV, the returning champion, holding second. Kirozalka with blood in their eyes goes for it, but TCV goes for a spinning back kick, flipping off the back of the top of the outside of the bend, takes Kira out with a sharp landing of the kick right on the back of their spine, and Chicken Roo's gonna roll right through TCV with returning the blow in kind. So Chicken Roo once again making sure that the returning champion does not have a chase to qualify, is going to be in first place by a process of elimination. But Jahuska now, this might be the opportunity they've waited for as they line it up into the second half of the second lap. God Showtime somewhere in the back in third, just happen to be alive right now as Jahuska chases down Chicken Roo in the second long stretch here of the second lap. Chicken Roo needs to be careful. They're coming up into the corner with Jahuska not leaving up just for a second, and they're coming around to the next bend now. It looks like Chicken Roo's got a good line. Jahuska just going to follow suit and try to keep the pace as they go under the tire and into the release, and it looks like Chicken Roo's going to keep it going for now, but Jahuska's really putting the pressure on Chicken Roo, and they're going to have to be careful if they want to finish out this race with their life. God Showtime in the back, holding third in that position. Doesn't look like they want to go for it on this lap. They're just going to keep their feet on the ground and get the practice in. Chicken Roo is in first place still, but Jahuska's continuing to chase them down, and now we're into the final stretch, and Jahuska needs to make a move. Chicken Roo has been pacing it out the entire time. Jahuska needs to go for it right here on the final stretch. Is it going to be too little too late for Jahuska? It looks like it will be. Chicken Roo's got it all wrapped up, crosses the line, and takes the victory. It's Chicken Roo in first place, Jahuska in second. God Showtime holds on to third, and that's going to take us to the 9th qualifier of the day. This is Lapsland for the 9th qualifier of the day. We got Sam BCH, Chicken Roo, Blizzard Girl, Elsa the First, Levels Assault, Droska, Grover Monster, Heaven Said, Kara, Zalka, Peridot, Wicked Sid, TCV, Ryan, Jake Cliff Gaming, and God Showtime. We're all at the starting line. This is Lapsland with the octagons and the trees. Let's see who's going to be hitting those trees head on today as the Marbles get started on the race. Lots of Marbles scrambling for first. No clear leader right now as they all go through in the first corner. Ryan going to take an early lead once again, but Stan BCH is right there with him, coming up into the first tree, and it looks like everyone's going to be able to dodge it successfully before Marbles losing their lives as they go through the corner. And up into the second turn with another tree. Grover Monster seems to be struggling. Almost hits the tree for the third time. And they're going to have a lot of ground to make up if they want to try to go for first place here. Elson the First over the top and out to the inside edge. Looking for a good line in the showing here with Wicked Satan and Ryan making a move as well. Never mind. God Showtime takes out Elson the First. This might be the chance God Showtime was waiting for. They were taking it easy in the previous lap, trying to just make sure everything was working. And now everything seems to be banging on all cylinders as they go for third place, which I believe right now is the qualifying position. Ryan, who has won 4 races of the 8 so far, might be going for their 5th win today. Not sure why, but it's absolutely impressive. Wicked Sid, who has also qualified, is moving around in that second place position. Stan overtakes God Showtime, but Stan has also qualified. So right now, God Showtime still in the qualifying position as they go through, but Grover Monster could come up from behind and steal it from him if they've got a way to make a showing. Wicked Sid overtakes Ryan, continuing to find good lines over these bumps. Looks like God Showtime's going to try to overtake Stan BCH just to save some face, and they cut the inside corner. Look at God Showtime making their move with a beautiful line through the bend. Needs to watch out for the tree. Oh, God Showtime hits the tree full speed. Grover Monster with a chance to overtake, but Grover Monster hits the tree as well. The three qualifiers just sprinting ahead, jumping across. Ryan, Wicked Sid, and Stan BCH just having a ball out there as they have no cares in the world. Ryan really putting that pink plasma trail once again to the test as they come up into the final corner, and it looks like it's not even going to be close. God Showtime still in the qualifying position. Oh, but Ryan stumbles on the finish. Wicked Show with a chance to steal it, but no, Ryan holds on once again, just displaying absolutely how control they are in everything. And it will be God Showtime in the qualifying position in 4th place. But once again, Ryan with their 5th win, which means they are at least winning half of the qualifying races today. Can anyone stop Ryan? And what's going to happen in the finals? That's the question. But right now, 2, 3 more qualifiers to go. Here we are on the circuit for the 10th qualifier of the Derby. We got Heaven Sent TCV, Grover Monster, God Showtime, Chicken Reels in the first, Roscoe, Wicked Sid, Paradox, Blizzard Girl, Kira Zalka, Jake Cliff Gaming, Lovazal, Ryan, and Stan BZH. 15 marbles here to qualify on the 10th race. Excuse me. And there's that initial stutter, but no one getting an early lead off of that one. So it looks like we might actually have a fair race on this track for once. Ryan, though, already out in the lead. And TCV tells first blood off of Daruska, trying to fight their way into... Never mind. Those is all takes them out of the competition. They are not having a good night whatsoever. Ryan in the lead as they go through into the second turn. Wicked Sin tries to hold second, but falls back into the middle of the pack. It's going to be Chicken Roo taking on with the other marbles, but gets eliminated by Blizzard Girl. Heaven Sent is in second place. Blizzard in third. Blizzard's just killing everyone. What is happening right now? Blizzard Girl seems to have decided to go for the full angelic strategy here, just smiting the other marbles in their wake. And never mind, Elsa the first with demonic intent takes the angel out, and it looks like it's gonna be the evil ones winning this race as we go through. We've got Ryan, Wicked Sin, Elsa the... Wait a minute. Just checking my... I'm hearing from the judges. Judges? Yeah. Right? Oh, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we officially, oh, and Kira takes that Elsa, but we officially have a no contest. And no surprise, Ryan probably going to win it. So, here we is on a long track, of course. Might be the longest track now that the Glade is gone. And we weren't even halfway through the first lap, and it was a no contest. So here we are. We'll just, you know, we'll just watch Ryan win their 6th race of the day, because I mean, it's just, what are we gonna do? Just Ryan out here being unstoppable. It's the Ryan show now. Wicked, Kira, just having fun. Wicked and Ryan both at full health. Kira at no health. Oh, never mind. So now we have full health, half health, and no health. Nice even distribution there, Kira. Well done. Oh, never mind. Wicked takes Wicked takes revenge. Ryan coming through. Extra qualifier? No, it's a no contest. It's just a blank spot on the board. There will only be 11 qualifiers this time. You have to finish the race to qualify. That's the rules. I checked with the judges. If you don't finish, you don't qualify. And if you've already qualified, you don't qualify again. So, and Ryan takes out... Okay. It's the Ryan Show today, everyone. Their 6th win, and they're the only ones standing, and they're at full health. Can anyone stop Ryan today? Like, seriously, can do we even need to, should we just crown Ryan the champion now and just end the derby? Like, what is going on today? What is this? I'm half tempted to just give Ryan the title right now because this is pointless at this point. The man needs to be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the next race. Here we are on the brick for the second to last qualifier of the day. It's Kira Zalga, God Showtime, Joska, Ryan, Levels Assault, TCV, Chicken Roo, Wicked Sin, Blizzard Girl, Paradox, Elsa the First, Heaven Sent, and Jake Live Gaming. All in the starting line, ready to go for the second to last qualifying position of the day. Here on the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic number 43. Let's see what's going to happen in this one. Right out of the gate, we got Peridot, Heaven Sent, and J-Cliff Gaming trying to get good position as they go through into the first turn. Here come Loves Us All on the outside with Wicked Sin and Blizzard Girl trying to push through. It's a very tight peloton as they go under the tires, and it looks like all the marbles are going to continue to go through. Juska takes out TCV, the returning champion, getting no breaks today. And there goes Blizzard Girl taking out Elsa the First, continuing to be the bloodthirsty one. It looks like they've gotten redemption after being eliminated by Elsa the First in the previous race. They seem to be the one doing the eliminating this time. Heaven Sent, though, out in front, but barely alive. Chicken Root chasing him down, and God Showtime also on the brink of death, making their move through this next turn. And it looks like it's going to be a dicey race for lots of the marbles involved. Under the tires we go. Heaven Sent still holding it first, but Chicken Root starting to slowly creep up from the outside edge. It looks like God Showtime's leading the peloton up in third, with Peridot making a move in that center line, and Blizzard Girl coming up in the chase as well. Droska in the back, and Kira Zalka keeping an eye on everyone as they go down into the second lap. And Heaven Sent crosses the line of first place with Chicken Roo in second, God Showtime in third, Peridot in fourth. Blizzard Girl and Droska and Kira giving up not very little from behind as they go down into this under the first set of tires of the second lap, and Chicken Roo's gonna make their move. Here we go. Blizzard Girl's taking out Peridot, Chicken Roo on the outside, Heaven Sent on the inside, and it's gonna be Heaven Sent taking out Chicken Roo. It seems the Angels are winning this one. It's God, Heaven, and Blizzard Girl in the Angel costume, all leading in the first three positions. Droska and Kira, who have already qualified, the only two mods remaining, keeping back and just letting the carnage unfold in front of them as Heaven Sent continues to lead on in this race. It's going to be God Showtime in second place, who wants to make a move but needs to find a way to get around Heaven Sent's spiked collar if they want to have a chance of glory here. Under the tires we go is Blizzard Girl, God Showtime, and Heaven Sent continuing to hold their positions as we go to the second to final turn, and now it's going to be the last straightaway. Heaven Sent needs to keep it all together. God Showtime making a move. They're slowly closing the gap on Heaven Sent. Can Heaven Sent hold on? God Showtime one last burst of speed, tries to get ahead across the line, but it's Heaven Sent all the way as they take the victory and they take the second last qualifying position. Congratulations, and let's go to the final qualifying race, the Sabre. Here we are on the Sabre. We got Chicken Roo, Wicked Sin, Droska, Paradox, Sam, BCH, Levels All, Dr. Hunter, Ryan, God Showtime, Jake, Flaming Kira, Heaven Sent, TCV, Blizzard Girl, and Elsa the First, all in it for the final qualifier of the day. Let's see who is going to be the one to take that qualifying position. Whew. Good, babe. Across the line, the marbles scramble, looking for early position. TCCV, who has not caught a single break every single race so far, is going to try to go for the early lead here and just be ahead of the marbles to avoid any contact. Here comes Kira, though, with the shopping cart, looking to scoop TCV up and get him 2-for-1 on clearance. And Paradox holding third as they go to the inside edge. Dr. Hunter also trying to make a move, armed with a baseball bat and looking hungry. Never mind, Elsa the First just snuffs him out like a candle. And there we go, 4 more marbles eliminated in the corner, and just like that, we're down to 7. It's TCV, though, in the lead as they try to get through on these corners. Paradox giving chase with the green plasma trail. TCV with a good dodge, but sacrificing the first place position to do it. Wicked Sin overtakes now in second. TCV in third, but they've got a good line. Retakes with a little bit more edge as they go forward into this next turn. It's going to be Stan, BCH, and Heaven Sent. Only 5 marbles remaining now as they go through the corner. Lots of collisions. The marbles continue to slam into each other around these bends, and Paradox going to be the one coming out in first place. Wicked Sin, though, is in second with a very little health left remaining. waiting. They have to be careful as there's still a lot of race left to go. TCV at half health, looking pretty good right now. Might have their chance to finally catch a break. Stan, BZH, and Evanston swinging for the fences on TCV, but TCV keeps those dodges up. They've had the practice as every single marble's been out for them this entire race, and it looks like they're finally getting a lucky break here, and they have a chance to go for it, but Wicked Sin might be screwing everything up as they are in the current qualifying position. Peridot crosses the line in first place. Wicked Sin qualifying in second. TCV back in third. Will they be able to make a move here in the second lap? Stan, BZH, and Evanston also 2 more qualified marbles, so right now it really is just down to Wicked and TCV, but they have to survive, and there they go. Stan, BZH gangs up on TCV. They've got him surrounded. Stan on the outside, up in front. Evanston in the back, and TCV's got nowhere to go. Wicked Sin, Stan, BZH, and Evanston, they're going for the pincer move. They got him boxed in. TCV tries to make a break and actually sneaks through all 3 of them and cuts to the outside side, but has lost all the way back into 5th place to get themselves through it. And now they got a lot of ground to make up with only half a lap left to go. It's Peridot still in the lead in first. TCV pushing their luck as they take out Heaven Set there with a good boost and a good blast, and now they're moving up in 3rd place. Looks like Peridot's chasing down Wicked Sin. Wicked Sin needs to be careful. TCV going through it once again. Really good dodges there as they continue to do aerial black salts, and there it is. Heaven Set takes out Peridot, looking to take out Wicked, and Wicked's going to have to drop out to the outside side, and TCV is going to seize their opportunity and go for it here with the final 2 quarters of the race. It's Wicked Sin cutting hard on the inside. TCV gives chase as well. Heaven Set holds third, but has a good boost of speed to get back into first. Stan, BZH round the bend, and here we go, the final stretch. It's all going to come down to this. It's Heaven Set out in front. Wicked Sin trying to hold it in the qualifying position. Stan, BZH over in 2nd place. Wicked Sin needs to be careful. Don't get eliminated by Stan. Stan's going to chase down Wicked. Wicked running for the fences. They cross the line, and Wicked barely holding on in the wake of death takes the qualifier. TCV gets completely shut out for the entire qualifying rounds. And that's going to get us into the finals on the figure 8 track. This is it. It is the finals of the Shenanigans Barber Derby Classic number 43, and we've had some changes at the last minute. Number 1, TCCV will be entered in on a technicality as we did already have Wicked Sin qualifying in the 2nd round. So there was actually TCV the only one left unqualified in the previous race, so they've been entered in. And A1 Bagel has disappeared. We suspect foul play as always, but apparently even that is not against the rules. So if anyone sees anyone in Bengal, please let us know. We're all very worried. They're probably in a sack dropping down to the bottom of the ocean at this point. But what are you going to do? That being said, we do have 10 marbles all in all for the final race. And the final race is about to get underway. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All 10 marbles. Chicken Roo, Peridot, Heaven Said God, Showtime, Wicked Sid, Elsa the First, Kira Zalka, Riot, BZH, and the returning champion, TCCV. Ready to go for it here. Looks like right out of the gate. Kira Zalka and Stan gonna slam into that outside edge, and God Showtime has been eliminated by Chicken Roo right away. Chicken Roo takes out TCCV, and TCCV just falls, just can't catch a break, even when they get in on a technicality. And Chicken Roo 2 for 2 right now, just slicing down the competition with their sharp little beak, really putting the other marbles in their place right now as Kira Zalka takes out Peridot, and we're already up into the 2nd lap. Elsa the First takes the lead as they go across the intersection. Chicken Roo holds 2nd, Wicked Sin in 3rd, Ryan in 4th, Kira in 5th, and Stan hits the wall once again back in 6th. Heaven Sent doesn't seem to know which way they're going, and they're going to be back in that 7th place position. Chicken Roo, though, takes the lead once again. Elsa the First with a good boost of speed, going to try to hold it around the corner. Ryan with that pink plasma trail seems to be putting on some speed already. Wicked Sin holding 4th place for now, with Kira Zalka back in 5th place, and Elsa the First has taken out Chicken Roo, so the Chicken Roo murder spree is ended, with Elsa the First taking that lead position. Wicked Sin, though, is up in 2nd. Ryan in 3rd with that purple plasma trail, absolutely unstoppable. Never mind, Elsa the First kills Ryan. I can't even finish a sentence with all these marbles dying. And Wicked Sin careens off of the wall, careens into Kira Zalka, comes down to 2/3 health, and it looks like Wicked Sid really taking a battering on that last intersection. Only 3 laps in, hitting the 4th lap now. We're a third of the way there, and Elsa the First is taking that lead strongly. Kira Zalka chasing in 2nd. 2 mods leading the way. It's Wicked Sid, Heaven Sent, and Stan BZH in the back, trying to keep up with the pace being set by the mods, but the mods really seem to have everything under control, and they've got a handle on it right now. Elsa the First, moving around on a good line with that bend. Kira Ozaka still in with second place position, still pushing that shopping cart. Not sure why they need the shopping cart, but we'll see if it comes in handy later on in this race. Elsa the First pushes high on the corner, has a little bit of trouble keeping up the speed. Kira Ozaka closes the gap. Both marbles going through. Evan Sen now moving up into third place, and Stan BCH takes out Wicked Sin. So we are down to just 4 marbles, only 5 laps in, and we're moving up into the next set. It's going to be Elsa the First at the halfway point, crossing the line in first place. Kira Ozaka keeping pace, holding steady for now. Ooh, a little bit of a bad line. Kira drives right into the center. Looks like one of the wheels locked up on that cart. They couldn't turn it. They got stuck in a straight line careen, and they slammed in the outside wall, and they're going to have to recover after that heavy hit to the wall. Elsa the First continues to push through in that first place position. Heaven Sent has overtaken now in second. Kira back in third. Oh no, the wheel locked up again. Kira slams, falls back into fourth, and Kira's really suffering for the penalty of dragging that cart with him now. Elsa the First really putting on some speed, gets a good distance. It's almost a quarter of a track distance between. It is a quarter track distance between them and Heaven Sent, and Heaven Sent's got a lot of track to close the gap here with only 5 laps left to go. Elsa the First really starting to make it look like it's going to be a runaway victory here. Heaven Sent in second, Stan BCH in third. Kira not even able to repair the cart in time. You'd think they would just drop it off by now, but they're still pushing it for some reason, and we'll see if that does anything by the end of this race. Elsa, though, goes to the outside, loses track. I think they saw Kira and got a little bloodthirsty, tried to chase him down and forgot what they were doing, and that's going to cost their entire lead that they just spent the last 7 laps building up, and Evan Sen has closed the gap now. It's going to be a close race here for second place. Stan BCH back in third. Kira has now got a big boost of speed, and what is happening? Elsa the First, they almost went the completely the wrong direction. They've stopped all the way back into fourth place now. Elsa the First, the biggest blunder we've seen in Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic Finals history, has completely thrown away a quarter of a lap lead in just under half a lap. And now Evan Sent moving through in that first place position. Kira seems to have recovered. The cart seems to be working. They're moving through into second place. They're chasing Evan Sent down, and Kira might not be out yet. It's Stan BCH holding third. Elsa the First trying to recover from fourth place, but Evan Sent really has a strong lead now with only 2 laps left to go. It looks like Evan Sent could be taking this one away. Here comes Kira in second place, still pushing that cart as hard as they possibly can. Stan BCH in third, Elsa the First in fourth, trying to move through as they go around, but Heaven Sent really seems to have everything figured out as they continue to go along the outside edge, just going as fast as humanly possible and letting the track do the turning for them. Heaven Sent, perfect cross on the intersection, moves through once again. Look at these beautiful lines from Heaven Sent. They're barely leaving the ground for more than half a second as they continue to push through into the next lap, and there's only 2 laps left to go for Heaven Sent, who's increasing their lead over the other marbles, and it looks like Elson's been eliminated by Stan BCH, and now we're just down to 3. Kira Rizalka pushing the cart as hard as humanly possible, but they still have a lot of ground to make up. Goes for a good ricochet off the bound, but they're going to have to make up even more ground as Heaven Sent continues to floor it through this course. Stan BCH back at third, hasn't really done much yet, and it looks like they just might not have what it takes to finish out this final with anything spectacular. Heaven Sent crossing the line for the final lap, and it's all going to come down to this. Can Heaven Sent keep it together here for the final 2 crosses of the intersection? They've got more than a quarter of a lap lead going through. This is bigger than the lead that Elsa the First had, and it looks like it's going to be Heaven Sent really pushing it as hard as they possibly can, going up in the next intersection. It's all but wrapped up here, ladies and gentlemen, with one of the greatest leads we've ever seen. It's Heaven Sent around the bend, coming across in the corner, down to the final line, and taking the victory. Heaven Sent 777 is the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic number 43 champion. Kira Zalka still pushing that cart, holds the line in second, Stan crosses the line in third, and that's going to do it this week for the Derby. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.